Hello everybody and welcome back to the Moneypit Homestead. I'm Donald, if you're new to the channel, and Lisa's over at the house doing some stuff. She just got back from Louisville yesterday from doing some stuff for her dad. Anybody wanting to know about how John's doing? Well, he was doing real good till, for whatever reason, he don't know, she don't know. But anyway, he fell while she was there. Thank goodness she was there, but that's the first time he's fell since the hip replacement, and really not sure what happened there. But anyway, y'all keep praying for him and make sure everything gets better. As an update on the kids, the grandbabies, somebody asked about that on one of the other videos the other day, and they're doing good. They were over here the other day, and you couldn't tell Jack was ever sick. I mean, and Addilynn, she was bad too there for a little bit. She didn't get as bad as Jack, but man, they were playing, carrying on, and having a good time. They really did have a good time. It was good to see them doing that. They were just rambunctious as ever, and that's the way you like to see them. But well, mom and dads don't like seeing that, but grandparents don't care. As long as they're not tearing something up, go for it. But anyway, at least around here anyway. But my hand, I've got I got a glove on just to keep it clean. I went back over the weekend. I mean, not a weekend. I went on Thursday, and the lady wanted me to come back on Friday, but well, I told her I wasn't going to drive all the way back into town on Friday. I said I'll be in town on Thursday. How about Thursday? So she said yes. Excuse me. But she said, so I went in. It was a different girl this time. And when she saw my hand, she got mad. And she said it needed stitches. And I said, well, that's what I thought. Because when I left on Thursday, that lady looked at it and she said, well, she didn't know what to do except try to keep some more compresses on it. And it'd been bleeding every cotton picking day since she glued it and stuff like that. But just a little blood here and a little blood there. So anyway, she said she might do. She said she felt like she would be comfortable putting some stitches in it. But being a nurse practitioner, she said that she had to ask her boss first. So one thing led to another. She was mad at this other woman for not putting stitches in it to begin with, because she said that really needed some stitches. Maybe not the 15 or 16 or 17 like that lady said at first. But it needed to have stitches. It really needed a bunch of stitches, but needed stitches. So I'm sitting there waiting for her. She comes back in. She takes pictures. She put a solution on my hand and had it soaked for a long time. And while I was soaking and everything, she would come back in and out. And she took a picture of it, sent the picture to her boss. And her boss, the actual doctor, said, no, you can't put stitches in it, because the chance of infection at this stage is too high. He said you'd have to be too aggressive with the antibiotics, and he didn't feel comfortable telling her to stitch it and put me on antibiotics at that time. So she come back in, she put some kind of strips on it that looked like, my hand looked like it had a spider web in it. And which was, it was kind of cool to see her do that. But anyway, they did all that stuff and bandaged it up. I went back to work on Thursday, finished the day out, and so now they want me to come back again on Monday to check it out again. So here it is Saturday, and they kept texting me yesterday and today. So finally I just called them today and said, y'all keep sending me these texts wanting me to come back in, and for another I said, if you do, you need to make me an appointment. So Monday at 8 o'clock I'm supposed to go in. So I guess we'll find out about my hand and how it's doing. Hopefully much better. But I haven't used it that much, so I don't know, whether it hurts or not. I didn't know I hadn't used it the other day. But anyway, that's enough about me. What we're doing now, hopefully next week I got a surprise for everybody. And oh yes, everybody needs to log on their Facebook and whatever, and check out Keepers of the Old Ways. They're having a big thing this week, this coming weekend, and it's going to. I'll have the address and link to it and everything down there. It's going to be a really big expo, homesteader event, whatever you want to call it. And me and Lisa was planning on going, but with her dad and everything, she just don't feel comfortable about going. They asked us at first if she could do a Canon video, Canon instructional thing, since I guess she does so much Canon and stuff, and she really does a lot of Canon. But she had to turn it down because her dad, the shape her dad's in, and well, I didn't really know how mom and dad is, so I mean, we can't just, we got to worry about mom and dad's health and her health too. His health, her dad, and so we had to say no. But being we were planning on going anyway, and well, we decided to, last week we don't see, well, with him falling and stuff like that, there's just no way we can really leave, and because if we got there and something happened, we wouldn't be here. At least with being here, if something happens there, or we need to go down, or she needs to go down for whatever reason, it's not that far, where if we were there, it'd be about 6-7 hours, maybe more. So anyway, we decided not to go, but I encourage everybody to go to it if they can, because with the lineup they have of speakers and stuff and food trucks and everything, there's just no possible way you won't have. It's a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday, the 31st and the 1st, and you'll end up having, it'll be a great time, I guarantee it, and we're going to miss it, and we definitely going to, hopefully a lot of people take a lot of videos, so we at least get the experience by video. So anyway, like I said, we hate missing it, but we're going to have to miss it, and until things, till John gets a little stronger and stuff. He's still got another operation they're really wanting him to do with the because he's got to go in and check the doctor, I think. Maybe not next week, but I got to get a drink. Start over again. He's really, let's see. He's got that operation for AFib he's got to go to, and well, I don't know if he wants to do it. I don't think he really wants to. He needs it, but I'm not sure he wants to do it. So we can't force him to do it, and I wouldn't even try. He's a grown man. He's 86 years old, and I don't know if I'd want to be cut on one more time, because the operation they're talking about, if I understood things right, they do something in the groin area, and it runs it up to the heart, and that's supposed to help him with his AFib. And he asked Lisa the other day, he says, really, why do I need that? I just found out I had it, so if I'm 86 and I just found out about it, how much better could it be? I don't know. Never had AFib, so I couldn't tell you. Neither could Lisa. But anyway, but he does have another hernia operation that he is going to have, and that's probably, we got to see the doctor again because that hip broke, and they'll reschedule that, so that's going to be in probably a few weeks, whatever. So it's just one thing leads to another, and it's just things you got to do. They can't wait to see how that turns out, because he's getting around a little better. He's getting a little too cocky, is what it is, because now he don't walk he tries walking around the house because his hip feels good, and he's trying to walk even around the house and stuff like that without his walker or his cane, and he really shouldn't do that. He needs to have his walker in front of him at all times, but he doesn't. So anyway, we're going to start cleaning this barn out. Hopefully y'all like that content here for long. And oh yeah, one thing I need to ask: how much rain did you get? I'll put some little videos in. I went over to the next town over, and my father graduated from that school where at first you'll see some pictures of the flooded baseball field, and that's where that field, that cracks me up how it just floods all the time, and nobody's ever really done anything about it. And this goes back because my father graduated high school from the place where my kids graduated elementary school, and so it's an old school, and they've boarded it up now, and they've got a new school built, and one thing leads to another. They haven't tore it down, but they're going in and they're kind of renovating it, but they're not wanting it to be a school anymore. They're wanting it to be kind of keep it there and have things, events and stuff if they can in the old gym and stuff like that. But right now the backside of it's boarded up. I didn't go around to the front of it, but I'll show that. But the thing is where it's flooded, my kids used to play ball there. My daughter used to play softball. My son played t-ball. My son cracked me up when he played t-ball and stuff. He really wasn't interested in playing sports. He thought about playing football when he got to high school, but he decided not to do that. But anyway, excuse me. The one thing led to another, and while he was playing t-ball and stuff like that, they had him up to bat, and they had him out in the field one day, and they told him, Lisa was over. I was working second at the time. Lisa says the coach started yelling at him, "Joseph, turn around." He said, "I can't." He said, "Why?" He said, "I'm watching the train." The train was going through the town right there close to the baseball field and stuff like that. So he sat there and watched the train go by, and then he turned around and participated. They finally got him to do it. And then the very last game, he was the very last batter. And he had his bat up there and to play t-ball. Like I said, the ball's sitting on the tee, and all of a sudden here comes another train. And he's like, "Joseph, bat." "No, I'm watching the train." That always cracks me up. But yeah, they used to have more fields. I think they've downsized the fields now. And but they've only got, it only looked like they had one over there today when I was there. But it floods, and my dad tells stories. They would ride the bus and stuff back in the day, and he would come all the way over there, and when they got there, I got more stories about the bus rides for him going to high school and all that. But anyway, they'd ride the bus to the school, and some days it would flood so bad over there that some kid would get out and walk the road in front of the bus so the bus driver makes sure he was in line. Now, I'm sure that didn't happen that often, but I can't imagine that ever happening today. There's no possible way you'd get anybody to do it. If some parent found out that her kid did that, oh my God, there'd be lawsuits and firings and everything else. There'd be, we become too weak. There wasn't nothing wrong with that kid walking that road, and the bus keep going on to work. Nobody flooded, they just couldn't see the road. But I'm sure some of you are appalled right now. Oh, it's too funny. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to, oh yeah, I'll put some pictures in here, right here. But we had almost 3 inches of rain. I'll show the rain gauge here in a second, but I'll show the pictures of the flooding now. And then in a minute, I'll show how much we got. Almost, like I said, we almost got 3 inches of rain. It's ridiculous. I mean, last night it come a flood. Everything. I was going to do some stuff on the tractor today, but I don't care what kind of tractor, lawnmower, whatever, you're going to sink. I was squishing water out of the ground walking over there. I know I'm a fat boy, but that's what it was doing. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's me just jawing a lot. I hope you enjoyed the pictures of everything being flooded and how much rain we got. I'm going to close this video with me just sitting here talking. And like I said, I know to do a lot of talking, but we're going to go in and do, we're going to start cleaning these barns. And I got some stuff I got to do for cleaning some areas for next week. And, well, you never know what venture we'll get around here. So keep following along. Hopefully, like I said, you enjoy these updates. And, oh, by the way, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. There's a subscribe button up here, and over here there should be a video for you to watch after this, and one of our watch list. I never can think of that silly name, but the watch list. And like I said, you all take care, and may God bless your days the way He always does ours. See ya.